you're about to drop a few $100 on a used driver. On one hand, you've got the TaylorMade Stealth with that massive flashy carbon face. On the other, the Cobra LTDx, an absolute staple for the everyday golfer. But here's the thing, buy the wrong one and you are literally gonna ruin your confidence off the tee. Welcome to Golf Gear Showdown, where it's golf gear head-to-head. I'm Mike, the data guy. I look at the specs, the design intent, and the hard numbers.
And I'm Jake. I speak for the everyday golfer. You know, the guy who wants to know how this gear actually feels out there on the course. Because let's be honest, we all want to know which one of these actually makes sense for the average weekend warrior.
Right out of the gate, we've got to challenge the marketing hype. I mean, the Stealth has this flashy red carbon face story that absolutely dominated my timeline last year. But does that actually help a 15 handicapper? I've got a buddy who bought one just for the tech, and man, it was a costly, confidence-ruining mistake. So we're diving into the data to figure out which club actually keeps your ball in play.
Exactly, and that's the core tension of this matchup. On one side, we have the TaylorMade Stealth. It's this bold, futuristic shift to carbon technology built for high speeds. But on the other side, you've got the Cobra LTDx, a driver built around smart, stable, low forward weighting that just screams everyday value. So in this explainer, we're going to cut through the noise, look at the test data, and tell you exactly where your hard-earned money should go.
All right, here's how this showdown breaks down. We've got the ultimate setup. Round 1 is distance. Round 2 is forgiveness and control. Round 3 is feel and value. Then best fit by golfer. And finally, the verdict. Make sure you stick around for that feel and value round, because one of these drivers has a massive hidden advantage on the used market that most shoppers completely miss.
Section 1. The Ultimate Driver Showdown. Let's talk about why this matchup matters right now. Both of these drivers are sitting in an absolute price sweet spot. They aren't brand new anymore, so golfers are scooping them up on the used market, maybe as new old stock or just heavily discounted. And when the price drops, the buying decision gets a whole lot more interesting.
Exactly, Mike. Picture this scenario. You're standing in the golf shop. Both these drivers are sitting right there on the used rack. You've got the Stealth practically screaming at you with its red carbon face, and the LTDx sitting there with that sleek, aggressive look. You have to pick one. If you buy the wrong one, you don't just lose money, you lose your confidence on the first tee box. So let's get into the rounds.
Round 1, distance. When we look purely at the design intent and the mathematical capabilities of these club heads, we want to know which one is built to hit the golf ball the furthest. Period. TaylorMade built the Stealth for pure, unadulterated speed. That carbon face is lighter, which allows for much better energy transfer at high impact speeds. If you consistently find the dead center of the club face, the Stealth gives you a massive distance ceiling. It produces this incredibly powerful, penetrating flight. So, round 1 goes to the TaylorMade Stealth, but only if you are a high-speed player with elite strike consistency. Okay, let me jump in here. Yes, Mike, your data definitely says the Stealth has a higher ceiling, but let's be real for a second. How often are you actually hitting the dead center of the face? If your strike pattern looks like a shotgun blast, the Cobra LTDx stays incredibly competitive. It offers this awesome blend of speed and stability. Your average distance over 18 holes will likely be higher with the Cobra, simply because it doesn't punish you nearly as much when you miss the middle. Seriously, I want everyone watching to burn this rule of thumb into their brain. Longer on one perfect strike does not always mean better on the course. We all have that buddy who hits one drive 300 yards, right? But then he tops the next 3 into the woods, so he's not scoring well. Raw speed doesn't lower your handicap, consistency does.
Moving on to round 2, forgiveness and control. This is where the showdown gets real. We are talking about off-center hits, miss-hit behavior, and real-world dispersion.
The Cobra LTDx has an incredibly friendly performance profile. I actually took this to the simulator, and let me tell you, when you catch it off the toe or high on the face, the LTDx completely rescues those misses. It keeps bad swings playable. So, for keeping everyday golfers in the fairway on less than perfect swings, round 2 goes definitively to the Cobra LTDx. I do have to add some nuance here regarding accuracy and control. The Stealth can be a massive fairway finder, but, and this is a big but, only if you are perfectly fit for it. You absolutely need the exact right shaft and loft match to tighten that dispersion.
True, Mike, very true. But if we're talking about standard off-the-rack setups, the LTDx is significantly easier for an average swing to square up naturally. It heavily leans toward playable consistency under pressure. But hey, before you decide, this next round is the one most golfers completely overlook. And honestly, it might be the most important part of this entire showdown.
Round 3. Feel and value. Before you even take the club back,
The way a driver looks at a dress and the sound it makes it impact basically dictates your confidence. If a club makes you nervous, it is costing you strokes before you even swing.
Feel is completely psychological. The Stealth has that muted, soft carbon impact, whereas the Cobra gives you that traditional, powerful titanium pop. I've hit both, and it really just depends on what your ears prefer. I'm calling it a dead tie on feel. But for value, oh, there's no contest. TaylorMade drivers hold a premium used price just because of high brand demand. The Cobra LTDx, though, drops into incredible budget territory. And here is your smart shopper move. Look for certified pre-owned LTDx models from 2 seasons ago. You get modern tech, adjustability, and speed all for a fraction of the cost. The value round goes definitively to the Cobra.
Now for best fit by golfer. Here's the part where we tell you exactly who should buy each one. And one of these answers is definitely going to surprise you. But first, a quick warning.
Yeah, before you pull out your wallet, please avoid these 3 traps. Number 1, brand loyalty blindness. Just because you hear a big brand name doesn't automatically mean it's better for you. Number 2, ignoring your shaft flex. The greatest club head in the world is absolute garbage if the shaft is too stiff or heavy for your swing. And number 3, chasing low spin. So many everyday guys think they need a low spin bomber when what they actually need is launch, height, and stability.
All right, let's run through this rapid fire. For faster swing speeds above 95 miles per hour, chasing pure distance, the winner is the Stealth. If you have the speed and the strike quality, you gotta take the higher ceiling.
Spot on, but what about complete beginners?
Cobra LTDx. Mid to high handicappers needing forgiveness? Definitely the LTDx. Seniors and slower swing speeds under 85 miles per hour? The LTDx gets it airborne. Chronic slicers who need a friendly face to square up? You guessed it, the LTDx. And budget-conscious buyers? The LTDx by an absolute mile.
And that brings us to the final verdict. This is the moment of truth. We've looked at the design, the forgiveness, the value, and the data.
Based on everything in the source data and our head-to-head testing, I am formally declaring the Cobra LTDx the overall winner for the average golfer. While the Stealth absolutely wins the pure distance ceiling, the LTDx delivers an unbeatable blend of forgiveness, playable consistency across the face, and just incredible used market value. It is simply the smarter all-around choice to lower your scores.
All right, now it's your turn. Drop your handicap, your current driver, and your usual miss down in the comments. Are you fighting a slice, a terrible hook, a low bullet, or maybe that weak, high spinny fade? Let us know, and we'll tell you which driver actually fits your game. Thanks for tuning in to this explainer from Golf Gear.